So I am in the 1.3 distance formula practice. I just wanted to show you guys what it should look like, and how your work should look, and how to get in there, and how to do all that good stuff to complete this assignment. So you're going to want to click on the link first, and then click on Show in Folder. And after you've done that, it'll show in your folder, and it'll be highlighted at the bottom, all right, of your screen. So go ahead and click on it. And then once it loads, it'll open in a new tab since it's a PDF. Now, if you notice, it is turned sideways. So go ahead and just up here, you're going to want to click right above where my cursor is at. All right, and it's going to turn it to the side. Okay, so it's going to turn it all to the side so it looks normal now. So what's going to happen is, if you notice, there's a big giant 1. Okay, I'm circling it with my cursor. There's a big giant 1 over here. And then you go to 3, all right, and then you go to 5, all right, and then you go to 6. So that's the order, like where it says here, like go to station 3. So we should get 4.5 for this first one. So guys, when you're doing this, you cannot just put B 4.5 as your answer, all right? That's not going to work for me, okay? So you have to show all your work. All right, and I'm going to show you what I want you to show on a separate sheet of paper in a second here, just so you understand, like, to get full credit for this assignment, you have to show all your work. So for this, I'm just going to click on a new tab, and I'm going to be able to write on my screen and do it in a Google Doc, but you guys can just do it on a separate sheet of paper, okay? So do it on a separate sheet of paper. All right, so for the first one, it says, what's the length of the segment when the coordinates of its endpoints are -4,5 and -6,9? So on this Google Doc, I'm going to write, so we got -4,5 and -6,9. So we're finding the distance between those two. We have our distance formula, which I'm going to rewrite it here. And this is something you don't have to memorize. Is x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared, okay? So that is our distance formula. Now, we are going to plug in our values for x2 and x1. So this is where you can label your points if you want to as x1, y1, x2, y2, all right, and then plug those in. So we put them in here, and so it's going to be -6 minus a -4. So I actually want you, when you're doing this on a separate sheet of paper, to put all of this in and set in. So everything I'm writing in blue should be on your paper. So I need you plugging the numbers into the distance formula. All right, so everything I write in blue, you guys should be putting on your paper before you turn it in. Then we're going to add y2 minus y1. So that's going to be 9 minus 5. Now, after this, I don't want to see the answer, okay? I want to see you simplify the parentheses. So if we simplify the parentheses here, we're going to do -6 minus a -4. That's saying we're going to add, so -6 plus 4 would be -2, all right, -2 squared. And we're going to add 9 minus 5 is going to be 4, so it's going to be 4 squared. Again, everything I write in blue, you guys are writing down on your paper, all right, for the various problems that we're doing. Now, we're not done yet, so we have to simplify a little bit more before we plug it in our calculator. So -2, and remember, this is where you want to put -2 in parentheses, just like I have it written in your calculator, because it's -2 times -2, so you should get 4. So once you do that, you're going to get -2 squared is 4, and 4 plus 16, all right, because 4 squared is going to be 16, so I want you to write that down. And then from there, you simplify even further, it's going to be the square root of 20, okay? So again, everything I've written in blue, you need to have on your paper. That equals the square root of 20, and when you do the square root of 20, all right, that's where you're going to get, let me see, square root of 20 is going to be, let me just pause the video for a second. So the square root of 20 is 4.5, okay? And that should be the answer we get. So all of this that I have written in blue for every single problem, you should have that written down just with different numbers, but the same amount of steps, all right? Simplifying it before you plug it into your calculator. So that's where if I go back to this slide, I got 4.5b, go to station 3. Now you guys can pick up with station 3 and solve this problem. If you have any more questions, just let me know. I'll be around to help you guys.